Kita akan mulai acara TOT malam hari ini dengan berbahasa Inggris.
Bu Arif, pemateri dan moderator sudah hadir.
Baik, Pak Joko, mungkin kita akan mulai ya.
6 menit lagi ya, Bu.
Terima kasih. Mas Joko, Pak Rektor izin ya, karena sedang rapat, jadi tidak bisa hadir.
Oke, siap.
Selamat malam Ibu Sri, Ibu Adri.
Ya, selamat malam Ibu Ari.
Tadi kayaknya sudah ini ya, persiapan ya. Jadi
Iya
kita
Bu, sudah sedikit. Terima kasih banyak.
belajar. Baik.
Selamat malam Ibu Ari dan teman-teman.
Mudah-mudahan nanti teman-teman dari UPI ya, yang S2, S3 mau gabung. Baru saya posting tadi ya, barusan.
Silakan Ibu.
Ya, 3 menit lagi Pak Joko nanti dipersilahkan untuk membuka.
Iya Bu, moderator Ibu Sri ya, Sri Yulianti.
Mm-mm.
Ya, bisa
Dan
dipanggil Yanti, Pak, boleh.
ada salam kenal Bu Sri, bertemu lewat Zoom.
Ya, salam kenal Pak Joko, Ibu Bapak semua. Salam hormat kepada Ibu
Iya,
Ati Cahyani juga.
iya. Sebelum mulai nih, Bu siapa? Bu Andri mengajar bahasa Inggris di sekolah.
Iya Pak?
Ngajar bahasa Inggris di sekolah?
Tidak Pak.
Oh tidak. Oh, iya. Ngajar apa Bu?
Kebetulan sekarang nggak ngajar Pak.
Oh nggak ngajar.
Iya,
Di mana
di
posisi
sekolah
itu?
di
Oh di
sekolah
sekolah.
Bogoraya Pak.
Oh, kepala sekolah berarti ya?
Iya,
Oh iya. Kan nggak ngajar dan ada di sekolah berarti kepala sekolah.
banyak loh Pak posisi lain juga di sekolah yang nggak ngajar Pak.
Masa gitu?
Iya,
Oh,
pustakawan nggak ngajar, konselor nggak ngajar, laboran nggak,
oh iya
OB
ya.
nggak ngajar Pak.
Betul betul.
Tapi tebakannya jitu Bapak.
Iya. Baik.
Bu Bapak
Bisa?
konfirmasi ulang, berarti langsung sama Pak Joko opening dulu, nanti baru di over ke saya ya Pak Joko, betul?
Oh iya betul. Nanti sama saya dulu. Nanti baru.
Ya,
Baik.
oke.
Bisa kita mulai ya Bu Ari?
Monggo.
Ya. Baik. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Atas rahmat Allah pada malam hari ini kita bisa ketemu kembali di acara TOT Jabar. Dan mohon maaf, saya pembawa acara seharusnya pakai bahasa Inggris ini Bu ya. Bahasa Inggris saya masih belepotan. Nah, nanti dari Bu Sri sebagai moderator semoga bahasa Inggrisnya bagus ya. Sebelumnya perkenalkan saya Joko Stiono dari IGI Kabupaten Majalengka dan saat ini di Dinas Pendidikan Kabupaten Majalengka. Nah, pada malam hari ini luar biasa banyak orang-orang baru yang saya kenal ya, Ibu Sri, Bu Andri dan yang lainnya saya banyak yang tidak kenal. Semoga pada malam hari ini kita dapat sharing ilmu dalam belajar bahasa Inggris ya. Karena saya ini disuruh mencari TOEFL nilainya harus minimal 550, Bu. Iya, untuk persyaratan. Sebelum dimulai, kita berdoa terlebih dahulu. Semoga kegiatan pada malam hari dapat berjalan dengan lancar. Allahumma shalli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala sayyidina Muhammad. Allahumma ighfir lil mu'minina wal mu'minat wal muslimina wal muslimat al ahya'i minhum wal amwat innaka ala kulli syai'in qadir. Rabbana dzalamna anfusana wa illam taghfir lana wa tarhamna lanakunanna minal khasirin. Ya Allah ya Rabbi, pada malam hari ini bukalah hati kami, jernihkanlah pikiran kami, permudahkanlah kami dalam mencari ilmu, dalam rangka meningkatkan kompetensi, sehingga lebih baik di dalam memberikan pelayanan pendidikan. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzabannar. Walhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Sebagai pembuka dari saya, Bapak Ibu, saat ini kita sedang dihadapkan sebuah situasi dalam perubahan pembelajaran, ya, yaitu pembelajaran paradigma baru, di mana kita harus dituntut untuk bisa berubah, sehingga di sini diperlukan sebuah inovasi, ya, di mana inovasi ini untuk menjawab gap yang terjadi antara kondisi yang ada pada diri kita dan keinginan dari pembelajaran paradigma baru. Banyak hal yang berubah, dan tentunya kita harus dengan berlari untuk mengejarnya. Kalau kita hanya berjalan dengan santai atau hanya berdiam, kemungkinan kita tidak bisa mencapai sebuah harapan yang diinginkan di dalam pembelajaran paradigma baru. Sehingga di sini kita dituntut sekali lagi untuk berinovasi. Nah, Bapak Ibu, saya yakin banyak sekali teman-teman yang sering bergabung di TOT Jabar ini memiliki banyak inovasi. Silakan inovasi ini dikembangkan dan tolong bantu dinas terkait, karena dinas terkait ini sangat membutuhkan inovasi di dalam rangka direktori inovasi. Setiap tahun itu ada. Dan saat ini sedang ada inovasi yang diprakarsai oleh Kemdagri, namanya IGA, Innovation Government Award, dan ini berlaku untuk seluruh Indonesia. Nah, silakan inovasi yang ada Bapak Ibu merapat ke dinas, sehingga apa yang sudah kita kembangkan bisa jadikan model dan ditularkan oleh sekolah yang lain, sehingga inovasi ini bisa ditetapkan menjadi inovasi daerah. Dan ini kebetulan saya di tingkat pemerintah daerah, terus terang di dinas pendidikan itu banyak yang kekurangan inovasi. Dan saya melihat Bogor itu luar biasa, inovasinya banyak. Kemudian Banyuwangi juga banyak inovasinya. Nah, disinilah kita saling sharing, ya, bagaimana apa yang telah kita lakukan praktik baik ini menjadi sebuah inovasi. Dan tetap berkarya untuk membangun negeri tercinta, yaitu Indonesia, agar tidak tertinggal dari negara lain. Baik, demikian pembuka dari saya, dan selanjutnya kepada Ibu Sri, kami persilakan untuk memandu acaranya pada malam hari ini. Silakan Bu Sri.
Well, thank you so much, Bapak Joko Setiono, for the opening. That was a very great, and that was very kind of you. You have already opened the activity that we're going to have during this great evening, ladies and gentlemen. So before we start, it would be better for us to pray and by saying Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yanti. You can call me Ms. Yanti because I'm an English teacher in vocational high school. And tonight we would like to share, we would like to present our best speaker. Tonight we have our keynote speaker, ladies and gentlemen. Our keynote speaker is Ms. Andre Nur Cahyani. She would like to share her knowledge and her ability dealing with the coaching skill for teachers. I do believe that this information will be useful, and it is kind of an interesting gathering, yeah, that we can have tonight. And that was quite interesting when I heard Pak Joko wants to join these activities since he wants to develop his TOEFL skill. And me myself, I do learn about the IELTS recently, and on Saturday I will take my third official IELTS for the requirement also, and I do hope that Ibu Bapak would like to say Amin, that I hope that I can achieve the goal or the score that I need to pursue my next education. Thank you, Ibu Bapak. We're going to invite, without any further ado, we would like to invite Ms. Andre Nur Cahyani. But before that, keep calm. I would like to share you the most interesting information about Ms. Andre. Ms. Andre graduated from the University of Yogyakarta from the English Education and Sunny Buffalo College Multidisciplinary Studies in Education. So it means that she's capable, and she's the expert in education. And she has got more than 20 years of experience in education. And she is also the developer and model program for Pendidikan Guru Penggerak from our Ministry of Education, Research and Technology. And she is also the instructor for the coaching model in the program of Pendidikan Guru Penggerak and Sekolah Penggerak. So, and the most interesting thing that I would like to mention here, she has already got the ability to become a consultant in micro-learning topic discipline and a positive. She has already joined the Ministry of Education, Research and Technology also. And she is one of the member in the team to gather some information to deal with penyusunan standar Kepala Satuan Pendidikan. And she is certified coach from Coaching Mentoring Institute, BAC, Basic Associate Coach, and Conversant Associate Coach and Mentoring Coaching. That was a very great information that we can have tonight. And we would like to invite Ms. Andri Nur Cahyani. The time is yours.
All right. Thank you so much, Ibu Yanti. And thank you also for the opportunity for me to be able to share my knowledge on coaching. And I'm very glad that tonight, this evening, we can gather here, although virtually, but I'm glad that all educators in Indonesia are now gearing toward improvement. Yeah, just like Pak Joko mentioned that the world is changing. There's so many things that we have to update and keep improving ourselves to keep up with the changes. All right. So as mentioned by Bu Yanti, my name is Andri Nur Cahyani. I am currently working in Sekolah Bogor Raya, but I'm also the member of IGI Kota Bogor, Bapak Ibu, and I'm also actively involved in some organizations, teacher organizations like Persatuan Sekolah, Persatuan SPK Indonesia, Satuan Pendidikan Kerjasama, also in ISE, the Association for International Educators also. So I'm very glad that I have a chance to meet the teachers here. All right, Bapak Ibu. So the topic that I will be sharing with you tonight is coaching for teachers, coaching skills for teachers. Allow me to give you a little bit of information on coaching. Just as we are all aware that our Ministry of Education is also doing transformation. They are implementing the Kurikulum Merdeka. They are also having lots of programs like Pendidikan Guru Penggerak, Sekolah Penggerak, where the new paradigm of teaching and learning is introduced and implemented. The coaching as a new way to empower the students is also introduced, not only to students actually, but also empowering the members of community at school. So so far maybe we are familiar with training. What else, Bapak Ibu, that you can remember, that you are familiar? The ways to develop human resources. Can you mention, Bapak Ibu? Training, one of them.
An opportunity to get a scholarship, maybe.
Sorry, Bu Yanti?
A chance to pursue a scholarship.
Oh, okay, right. So developing your capacity, capacity building. Maybe we are also familiar with mentoring. Are you familiar with mentoring? And also consulting, counseling, facilitating. There's so many strategies. And coaching is a new way, which is not widely used yet in Indonesia, but in companies, actually, the coaching model, the coaching skills is is quite widely used, but not at school. Yeah, in Indonesian schools, the coaching is just introduced in Pendidikan Guru Penggerak. One of the module is talking about coaching. So the teachers in Indonesia are hoped that to be able to develop the students, to empower the students using coaching approach besides the existing approach that we are currently using. All right, so that's a little bit of information about coaching. All right, Bapak Ibu, before I start, I would like to know how many of you are actually teachers at school? Can you raise your hand? Okay. Quite many, yeah? Okay, there are. Oh, there is Pak Novi. Pak Novi is from Sekolah Bogoraya also. Hello, Pak Novi. Thank you for joining, Pak Novi. All right. Pak Handi, Pak Fikri, Pak Ridwan, yeah, raising hands. Thank you. All right. What about everyone else? Are you teaching or are you interested to join also because you want to know about coaching? All right. So Bapak Ibu, I would like this forum, this Zoom webinar tonight to be interactive. So Bapak Ibu, please be responsive every time I ask questions. Yeah, let's enjoy the session tonight. Yeah, this evening, so that we can learn together. Yeah. All right. Bapak Ibu, allow me to share screen, yeah, to make it easier for you to understand the concept. I will be doing the presentation for hopefully I can finish it within like 30 or 45 minutes. And after that, we will have question and answer. Yeah. All right. Can you see my screen, Bapak Ibu?
Clear.
Yes,
Yeah.
Miss.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Oh ya, Subang, oh, Pak Kurniali, Sentral Kalimantan. Wow, Sentral Kalimantan itu Palangkaraya ya, Pak ya? FISIP Universitas Islam Negeri Sunan Ampel, Surabaya. Wow, from Surabaya. Wow, this is the beauty of technology ya, Bapak Ibu. Alright. Yeah, this is our agenda this evening, Bapak Ibu. We will be learning about the difference of teaching, coaching, mentoring, and counseling. Yeah, I'm sure all of you have heard a lot about this. And I would like to make it clear, yeah, on the differences between these approaches. And then we will focus on the coaching itself. And after that, we will learn about the coaching skills for teachers. What are the coaching skills for teachers? Because that's our topic for tonight. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, Bapak Ibu, I would like this forum, this webinar to be interactive. So if it's possible, if I'm not sharing the screen, I would like to see your faces so that I can see, I can interact better. And if you would like to ask questions, please raise your hands, because I think the host has set the audio system, yeah, to be muted all the time. And if you would like to ask question, then the host will open your mic. Hopefully tonight there is no problem in technology, but if there are some challenges like the electricity is off or something else, just carry on, Bapak Ibu, yeah, with the program. Hopefully everything is okay. please take notes, yeah, if you hear something interesting, if you hear something new and you would like to explore or elaborate after the presentation, you may take notes, and of course raise hands if you want to ask questions. Let's be on time also, Bapak Ibu. So if you want to ask questions, just be direct. And I would like everyone to be here, yeah, Bapak Ibu, ya. Your heart, your mind is here so that we can maximize the learning process. And let's maximize the chat box, ya, Bapak Ibu. I will be asking questions, and it will be nice if you can respond through the chat box so I can build on the discussion from your responses in the chat box. All right, this is my first question, Bapak Ibu. When you hear the word coaching, what comes to your mind? Please write your responses in the chat box, Bapak Ibu. This is the question. When you hear the word coaching, what comes to your mind? Okay, I will be stop sharing and I will see what comes to your mind when you hear the word coaching. Upskill, Pak Handi. Anyone else? Leading. Interesting. Pak Opin. Come on, Bapak Ibu, just write whatever comes to your mind when you hear the word coaching so I can get some information about your current knowledge on coaching. Training skills, okay. Empowering, okay. Ibu Yanti. Yes, yes, yes. What else? Come on, Bapak Ibu, be active. Be active. Skills, organizing, okay. Coaching. Have you heard about coaching before, Bapak Ibu? Solve the problem by her or himself. Ibu Kurniati. Okay. Mentoring, Ibu Hilda. Developing skill. Interesting, Ibu Beda. Okay. Is that it? Oke, yang lain mungkin sambil ini ya, berpikir. Oke. So if you got some ideas in your head, yeah, or just type it right away ya, Bapak Ibu. I'll be back to sambil shopping kata Pak Handi. Iya ya Pak ya. Ini malam apa sih Pak? Habis gajian ya Pak ya, jadi shopping. Alright. So I'll be back to my slides. So coaching, yeah. I will show you a video later on. But before we come to the answer of that question or the definition of coaching itself, I would like to challenge you again on the difference between or among coaching, teaching, mentoring, and counseling. All right. So teaching, mentoring, counseling, and coaching. Bapak Ibu, if you would like to pick some, maybe you can compare between, okay, I think the difference between mentoring and teaching is this. Or mentoring and counseling, or counseling and coaching. So you can compare two concepts from these four concepts. Anyone would like to open mic? What do you think the difference between teaching? Okay, Pak Amin Tohari, do you want to open your mic, Pak, to explain the differences between this concept? No? What about Bu Yanti? Bu Yanti mentioned coaching is empowering. What do you think, Bu Yanti? The difference between coaching and counseling maybe, or coaching with mentoring, or coaching with teaching? Which one do you want to compare, Ibu Yanti?
Well, I think those words are important to build up the human resource and the ability of teachers. So teachers has to play different role in the class. Well, coaching that I mentioned just now, dealing with the empowering, it means that we need to give our we need to share our knowledge and our skill to be understood by other people and to make them better in comprehending and applying in the reality.
That is teaching.
I mean the coaching one.
The coaching one.
Yeah, teaching means educate some people.
Okay.
In a certain way to achieve the goal.
Okay.
The goal that we have.
Okay.
And about counseling, it means that you listen a lot to help someone to find the solutions of their problem.
Right. Okay.
That's all it. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Bu Yanti, for explaining, or for sharing your opinion on the difference of these four. Anyone else would like to share your opinion? Maybe one more person? Pak Salahuddin Al-Ayubi.
I'll try.
Okay, Pak. It's okay. There's no right or wrong. Yeah, of course.
Okay. I just want to say about the subject between mentoring and coaching. And the subject for coaching is the coachee. How the coach can help the coachee to find out his problem solve, the solve of his problem. And about mentoring, the mentor helping his mentee to find out the problem that mentee the problem of his mentee gitu. And the subject for coach is coaching is coachee. How can he find himself the solve of his problem, and the mentoring, when the mentor when we talk about the mentoring, the mentor solve the mentee's problems. That's it. I think that's you can understand.
All right, that's it, Pak.
I think so.
Okay. All right. Thank you for trying, Pak Salahuddin. Okay. And we also have one person here sharing his opinion on this. Pak Opin Pinehas. Teaching is give someone knowledge by educating. Mentoring is accompany someone in learning. Okay. And counseling is advising someone in their learning process. Okay. And coaching, leading someone to upskill their potential. Interesting. Thank you, Bapak Ibu. Now, let's have a look at the definition, of those four. And it's very important, Bapak Ibu, before we learn about coaching itself, to know the differences with other approaches. This is the difference, Bapak Ibu. So teaching, if we try to differentiate the four concepts here from four aspects: from the goal, the focus, approach, and who is the expert in this process, right? So teaching, I think most of us are very familiar. Most of us here are teachers. So the goal is for students to master the competencies stated in the curriculum. Okay. But in mentoring, the goal is that students master the skills and knowledge they want to master. So there is a certain goal, a certain skill or knowledge that they want to master. That's the goal of the mentoring. It's from them. All right. And counseling, the goal is for students to overcome their psychological problem, usually something that happened in the past. Okay. And then what about coaching? In coaching, the goals is for students to optimize their potential. Okay, so they have the potential and they want to optimize it. They want to maximize it. So then they will be having a coaching process. What about the focus? In the teaching, of course, the learning outcome in the curriculum. And in mentoring, it's the mentee's career and personal development. Yeah, so usually mentee has some goal in their career or personal development, then they got a mentor, yeah, to guide them, to teach them. And what about counseling? The focus in on emotional problem that happened in the past, yeah, and affecting their current condition, current psychological condition, current well-being. And in the coaching, the focus in on student goals and actions that the students need to take. So after the coaching process, there will be some actions and some commitments that the students need to take to follow up, right? What about the approach? In teaching, teacher facilitates students to master the competencies that have been set in the curriculum. Yeah, the methodology can be various. There's inquiry learning, problem-based learning, active learning. There's so many. Okay, and in mentoring, the approach, what does the mentor do? They share their experiences, they set examples, and they teach the mentee. All right, so usually mentor is someone who is an expert, yeah, who got lots of experiences, who got the wisdom, who's been there, who's been doing the role, yeah, or has they already mastered the skill that the student wants to possess. So that's a mentor. And counseling, the approach, of course, the counselor here gives therapy, yeah, to the students. And in the coaching, this is what a coach do. They listen and ask questions to help students to find their own way to reach their target or solution to the problem. So the solution is not coming from the coach. The solution is coming from the coachee. Yeah. In counseling, the counselor might give them some suggestion of what to do, some strategies, yeah. And in mentoring also, the mentor can just share what needs to be done, what needs to be learned also. And in teaching also, the teacher is the expert. So we come to the last aspect that we use to compare, that we're using here to compare the four approaches. In the teaching, the expert, of course, the teacher, yeah. And in mentoring, the expert is the mentor. And in counseling, the expert in the counselor. But in coaching, the expert is the coachee. The center of the process of coaching is the coachee. All right, a coach, they do not need to master the topic, but a coach, they must master the skills. Yeah, what skills for a coach to possess to be able to run a coaching session? What are they? I will be sharing the skills of coach with you later on. All right. Now, I would like to share a video here, Bapak Ibu. I have to click the sound here. So everybody need coach. Yeah, there is a saying that everybody needs coach. Why? Why everyone need coach? Because a coach can help the coachee, yeah, in seeing themselves, yeah, in doing the reflection. A coach is like a mirror, Bapak Ibu, so that we can see our face, we can see you know, our area that needs to be touch up, yeah, for example. But without a coach, sometimes we cannot see ourselves. So that's why everybody need coach. Here I will share you a video of Eric Schmidt. He's the CEO of Google. Here he shared how important a coach for him. He is a CEO already, but he said that everyone needs a coach. Let's listen to him. Oops.
Everyone needs a coach. It doesn't matter whether you're a basketball player, a tennis player, a gymnast, or a bridge player. My bridge coach, Sharon Osberg, says there are more pictures of the back of her head than anyone else's in the world. Sorry, Sharon. Here you go. We all need people who will give us feedback. That's how we improve.
Over the years, I've received so many different kinds of advice, I don't know where to start. One that comes to mind is to have a coach. Our board member in 2002, John Doerr, said, "You need a coach." And I said, "Well, I don't need a coach. I'm an established CEO. Why would I need a coach? Is something wrong?" He said, "No, you need a coach. Everybody needs a coach." So Bill Campbell became my coach and has served Google very well. Every famous athlete, every famous performer has somebody who's a coach. Somebody who can watch what they're doing and say, is that what you really meant? Did you really do that? They can give them perspective. The one thing people are never good at is seeing themselves as others see them. A coach really, really helps.
Okay, so that's what they say, Bapak Ibu, about a coach. Everybody need a coach. I also have my own coach, Bapak Ibu. When every time I face some situation that I need someone else to discuss with me, then I have a coaching session with my coach. Then after that, I will have a better view of the world, yeah, of how I see the situation.
Coba kita lihat lagi, saya ingin masuk ke isu lain yang mungkin.
All right. Now, Bapak Ibu, I also have another video to illustrate what a coach is doing. The video is not with real people, it's a cartoon, but it really illustrates how what a coach is doing during a coaching session. All right, so it's between an owl and a fox, Bapak Ibu. I would like you to watch the video and please observe, Bapak Ibu. Observe what did the owl do, what did the fox do, and maybe you can also share about everything else that you observe from this video related with coaching concept. All right, so observe and take notes, Bapak Ibu. Share your finding in the chat box. And later on, I also would like to invite maybe one or two of you to share your observation. All right, are you ready, Bapak Ibu? Yes, give me a thumbs up if you are ready. Masih pada shopping ya mungkin? No, yeah, I can see your face. Your face is here. Some of you are raising hand. Okay. Okay, this is the video, Bapak Ibu. Let's watch the video.
Can you help me? Hey, how can I help you? I need to cross over. You want to cross over the stream? What have you tried so far? I tried to swim. I saw a fish doing that once. You tried being a fish? What else? I tried to jump high. I saw a bird flying over the stream. You tried being a bird? What else? I saw a beaver once building a dike and thought that might work. You tried being a beaver? Would you mind getting into the stream? What can you see? I don't know. Water? And my reflection. Excellent. And what do you see in that reflection? Is that a fish? No, it isn't. Is it a bird? No. Is it a beaver? It's not a beaver. So what is it? It's a fox. So you are a fox trying to act like others. The others do easily what I want to do. So a fox can't do it. No, there must be a way. Can you see a solution here? Indeed I can. Then tell me. Be a fox, my friend. I am a fox. Then act like one. What would a fox do? I don't know. Foxes don't have a skill for crossing over streams. And what are your skills? Foxes are smart, observe and adapt. Ha! Great. So, now, show me how you apply them. Wait! Look! The stream is decreasing! So what? If I wait 2 hours... I made it! Oh, thank you! You are a fox. Well done, my friend.
All right. What do you think about the video, Bapak Ibu? Does it give you some ideas about what a coach does in the coaching process? Pak Safarudin is raising hand. Yes, Pak. What's your observation, Pak?
Hello, I want to convey my idea. Can I?
Sure.
Okay, but if I have a mistake, so don't, what I say? Okay, don't bully me.
Oh no, Pa.
Okay,
It's okay.
yeah.
We are all learning. English
So,
is not our
I
first
can
language.
It will be related to what I read, the statement some days ago. Every student, everyone is genius. So, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that is stupid. So let the students to develop their mind, their ideas, their learning style by their style. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Pak. So that's remind you of a video on that also, yeah, Pak, or a picture maybe on the concept of appreciating students with their own potential, yeah, with their own strength and weaknesses. Very nice, Pak Safarudin. Anyone else would like to share? What did the all do, Bapak Ibu? The all is the coach. What did the all do?
Ya,
Ngapain?
Ibu.
Ngapain Bapak Ibu tadi all-nya itu? Pak Opin.
Hello.
Yes, Pak Opin.
Based on my observation about the video, I
Yes.
saw that all as the coach, he wants to remind the folks that sometimes we have to know about our capabilities, so our weaknesses and strengths. And the second thing that we have to realize is we have to know about the like, sorry, I got distracted.
Okay.
Like
All right.
the opportunities or what is the thing. So like they all just ask the fox to just wait until the stream is decreased and it will be easy for him to jump. So sometimes we have to wait for that moment. So I think as a coach, we have to do so, like see the potential and look at the wait for the opportunities. Yeah, thank you.
Pak Opin, are you
Yes.
sure? Are you sure the idea to wait for the stream to decrease is from the owl or from the fox?
I've based on this video, I think it is yeah, I think so. I think so.
All right.
Just wait
So
for the good moment. Yeah, please,
yeah.
please.
Okay. So when the fox asked the owl to just tell me, yeah. At that time, the owl refused to tell the answer, but the owl as the coach, it kept asking, just asking and
Maybe he
asking.
wants the fox to know himself first.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like sometimes
that's what a coach do. They don't tell the answer. They don't give suggestion like mentor, like teacher, but they just stimulate the thinking process by asking questions, challenging questions, a question that will be answered by the coachee, and by answering the question, then the coachee will find the answer by himself. So at the end of the video, there is a very exciting moment, excitement from the fox that, yay, I did it. That's because he himself, he found the solution, not given by the coach, but the coach just asked questions.
So it means before we are going to become a coach, we have to become a good coachee, right? Because we have to expert in anything.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Opin. Is there anyone else who would like to share your opinion? What do you think about the video?
Yeah, please, Ibu Bapak, you may give your own opinion, or would you like to share something with us? Bu Andri would like to invite you, Ibu Bapak, please do.
Okay, I think they would like to me to give more explanation, Bu Yanti. Okay, I will do it. All right, so Bapak Ibu, the video illustrates on what a coach does in the process of coaching. Yeah, so let's see the definition of coaching here. I would like to share it with you also here. Okay. If you go online, if you browse, there's so many definitions of coaching, Bapak Ibu, yeah. But here I just would like to choose some of them and present it here for you. Here I got a picture of a coach, right? So coach here is like a big vehicle, yeah. And as a vehicle, its function is to bring the people inside to the destination. All right. So just the same as this vehicle, a person who acts as a coach is also bringing a person, the coachee, from a place to reach the goal, yeah, to the destination. This, in this context, is the goal of the coachee. Okay, so if we see the definition of coaching, here we can see that in Marshall Goldsmith, he mentioned that coaching is helping successful leaders achieve positive, lasting change in behavior for themselves, their people, and their teams. Okay, so helping, supporting, yeah, the successful leaders to achieve positive, lasting change in behavior. Okay, John Whitmore, yeah, he's famous as Bapak Coaching, yeah, as a person who is focusing on coaching. He is saying that coaching is unlocking people's potential to maximize their own performance. Okay, so unlocking, yeah, so the potential is there, but it needs a coach to unlock the potential, yeah, and to maximize their performance. And based on International Coaching Federation, this is the organization in USA, which give a coach credential. Yeah, so there are some credential, ACC, PCC, MCC, yeah, that are granted from the International Coaching Federation to some coaches. ICF mentioned that coaching is partnering with clients in a thought-provoking and creative process that inspire them to maximize their personal and professional potential. So it's partnering, Bapak Ibu. That's why the position is equal. Yeah, it's not from someone who is more expert, yeah, to someone who is less expert, like in mentoring, but this is equal, yeah, partnering. Okay, and the center is the coachee or clients. Here they mention it, client, and the process is thought-provoking, Bapak Ibu. So when a coach is asking questions, just like the owl asking questions to the fox, the question must be thought-provoking. The question must make the coachee to think, to reflect, yeah, to, you know, to analyze maybe, or to compare, so that they can come up with some ideas. They can find the solution of their problems. They can get some actions or commitment for them to follow up after the coaching session. All right. So now, Bapak Ibu, I mentioned earlier that in companies, coaching is already used quite a lot. But in education, in Indonesia especially, we haven't really used it a lot. Yeah. So if we see the areas of coaching, there's a coach for career, a coach for finance, for family, health and fitness, fun, recreation, friends, friendship, maybe, yeah, personal development, also spiritual coach. So if you want to be a coach, then you can choose what area that you want to focus on. Here are more areas of coaching, Bapak Ibu. If you want to be coach on health or money, yeah, fun, relationship, contribution, surroundings, there's so many areas of coaching. And if we talk about coaching and coach, of course, Bapak Sarifudin, yeah, previously mentioned, if you want to be a good coach, then you have to be a good coachee. Yeah, yeah, because when we talk about coaching, it's partnering. So the process should be mutual, Bapak Ibu. Yeah, there should be an awareness also about the the characteristic of coaching. Yeah, a coach, they do not give suggestion, they do not give solution to the problem, but they give questions. That's why a coachee must be cooperative also, yeah, in answering all of the questions from the coach. So here I share with you the characteristics of effective coach, Bapak Ibu. An effective coach has to be positive, has to be enthusiastic, supportive, trusting, focused, goal-oriented, knowledgeable, observant, respectful, patient, clear, and assertive. Why? Because a coach must be able to explore the situation, explore the ideas to solve the problem, or to enlighten the coachee on their situation, so that the coachee will feel more positive about themselves. Remember, coaching is focusing on present and future, Bapak Ibu, whereas counseling is focusing on the past. Yeah, coach should not talk a lot about the past, because coaching is for empowering, for a better situation after the coaching session. Yeah, so they don't really look at or discuss about the past. All right. And what about the effective coachee, so that a coaching system, a coaching session can run well? Here are the characteristics of coachee that we need to have. A coachee, he or she needs to have a feeling of wanting to be the best as he or she can be. All right. And a coachee also needs to have a feeling of wanting to change or grow or become a better person or restructure his or her life. They also should be capable of visioning preferred future. They also need to be willing to think beyond their own assumption, mindset, and preferences. They also need to be able to value others, reach decisions through collaborations. And the last but not least, a good coachee, an effective coachee, they need to be capable and responsible of planning steps. Because in the coaching process, Bapak Ibu, there will be some actions, yeah, that come up after the coaching session. All right. So up to this stage, do you have any questions, Bapak Ibu? No? Okay.
There is a question, Miss, in the chat box.
How to be an effective coach? Can every teacher be a coach? What are the differences, a coach and a counselor? Is there a specific training to be good coach? Okay, lots of questions, yeah, Pak Safarudin. Yes, how to be an effective coach? There will be a set of skills that is decided. One of the organizations that make the list of the competencies of effective coach is ICF. I will be sharing it with you later on. Can every teacher be a coach? Yes, definitely, Pak. As long as the teacher know the skills to be an effective coach. What are the differences, a coach and a counselor? A coach is, I mentioned before, is talking about present and future. Yeah, and the goal is to maximize the potential. But a counselor usually cure psychological, emotional problem. So a counselor will give therapy. A counselor will ask questions about the past, ask about the feeling a lot, ask about the challenges, yeah, ask about the problem that is happening. But a coach might ask about the current situation, but the goal is actually to develop the person for a better situation in the future. Yeah, psychologically, a person who will be coach needs to have a neutral psychological situation. It cannot be in depression stage, cannot be in anxiety or anxious situation where this person cannot think well. Yeah, because a coach will challenge the coachee to think deeply, to reflect. And for that to happen, a coachee needs to have a neutral psychological situation, a neutral well-being, a neutral feeling, yeah, so that they can be challenged to think. Yeah, when a person is in a depression, for example, is having a problem, is anxious, send this person to a counselor, not to a coach. Yeah, hope it's clear, ya, Pak Safarudin. Is there a specific training to be good coach? Yes, Pak, I did it. I joined some training, yeah, from the basic, conversion, and then the coaching mentoring. Now I'm applying for my credential from ICF. I have to do a lot of coaching session for getting an ACC. I have to collect at least minimum 100 coaching session to be able to apply. Yeah, and then there will be a test to give me the credential. I'm still waiting for the test to be sent to me because it's a long queue. What are the obstacles to be a coach? Wow. I will answer it later, Pak. There is a specific slide on that. What are the obstacles to be a coach? All right. All right. Now, I would like to show you a video, a short video on a coaching session that is done by a teacher. I'm sorry, this is in Bahasa Indonesia. I cannot find one video in English. Hopefully, it will give you an illustration of how a teacher is doing coaching, and later on we can discuss, yeah, on the video. Okay, this video is made for Guru Penggerak. That is okay, yeah, okay.
Bapak Ibu calon guru penggerak, video ini menggambarkan tahapan-tahapan dalam melaksanakan praktik coaching model Tirta. Perhatikanlah tiap tahapan dari model ini. Simaklah pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang diajukan oleh ibu guru sebagai seorang coach dan gesture yang ia tampilkan.
Permisi, Bu.
Oh iya.
Hari ini kita akan ngobrol. Mungkin agak sedikit lama. Kamu nggak apa-apa?
Iya, Bu.
Akhir-akhir ini Ibu perhatikan kamu terlihat murung dan tidak semangat. Kenapa?
Saya memang perlu seseorang untuk membicarakan masalah yang saya hadapi. Terima kasih, Bu, sudah bersedia membantu.
Jadi apa nih yang bisa Ibu bantu dan apa yang ingin kamu capai dari hasil diskusi kita hari ini?
Saya hanya ingin dapat solusi dari masalah saya, Bu.
Terus ada lagi?
Saya itu masih bingung kenapa saya begini. Saya ingin tahu apa penyebabnya, Bu.
Coba sekarang kamu ceritakan ke Ibu apa yang kamu rasakan saat ini.
Saya merasa kalau saya gak nyaman di satu pelajaran.
Pelajaran apa? Apa yang membuat kamu merasa tidak nyaman?
Saya merasa kalau saya itu gak bisa mengikuti pelajaran dengan baik.
Maksudnya, kamu tidak bisa memahami pelajaran itu?
Iya, Bu, saya sih sudah berusaha keras, tapi tetap saja saya susah memahami isi pelajaran itu.
Oke, coba kamu jelaskan ke Ibu bagaimana proses pelajaran itu.
Gurunya sih baik, cuma sayanya aja yang kurang ngerti gimana caranya agar lebih paham.
kurang ngertinya gimana? Apa yang membuat kamu merasa susah untuk memahami pelajaran itu?
Saya menyimak dengan sungguh-sungguh penjelasan dari guru itu. Tapi kalau sudah sampai rumah, terus kalau ada ulangan, benar-benar nggak inget, Bu. Makanya nilai saya buruk di pelajaran itu.
Oh, jadi kamu susah menangkap penjelasan dari guru itu?
Iya, Bu.
Oke, Ibu mau tahu selama ini apa yang sudah kamu lakukan untuk bisa memahami pelajaran itu?
Saya ya cuma dengerin aja sih, paling di rumah saya baca lagi.
Bagaimana untuk pelajaran yang lainnya?
Kalau pelajaran yang lain, saya lebih mudah nangkep, apalagi kalau gurunya pakai PPT dan video. Jadi lebih gampang ingetnya.
Kalau boleh Ibu coba untuk simpulkan, di pelajaran ini kamu merasa tidak nyamannya karena guru tersebut tidak banyak menayangkan video ataupun PowerPoint. Benar begitu?
Iya Bu, betul. Sepertinya begitu. Soalnya di pelajaran kimia yang lebih susah saja, saya lebih mudah paham. Berarti saya perlu gambar-gambar ya Bu kalau belajar.
Oke, berarti kamu sudah tahu nih ya penyebabnya kamu merasa kesulitan dalam pelajaran itu. Terus ada lagi nggak yang kamu pikir itu menjadi hambatan kamu dalam memahami pelajaran itu?
Sepertinya nggak ada Bu. Bapaknya mah baik, mau menjelaskan panjang lebar agar murid-murid lebih paham. Cuma sayanya aja yang kurang ngerti gimana caranya biar lebih paham.
Nah, kira-kira untuk beberapa hari ke depan, apa yang akan kamu lakukan?
Nah, ini Bu, banyak yang ada di kepala saya bingung Bu.
Dari beberapa hal yang sudah kamu jelaskan tadi, hal mana yang menurut kamu menjadi prioritas pertama?
Pertama, saya akan menemui Pak Simon untuk berdiskusi dengan beliau bagaimana agar saya bisa lebih memahami pelajarannya. Kedua, saya akan membuat jadwal dengan Pak Simon bila ada materi yang belum saya pahami dengan baik.
Itu langkah-langkah yang baik untuk kamu. Kira-kira ada hal lain yang akan kamu lakukan di rumah selain membuat jadwal untuk bertemu dengan Pak Simon?
Saya sih biasanya mereview materi pelajaran dari guru atau membuat coret-coretan dari materi pelajaran.
Nah, ini Ibu sangat tertarik di bagian yang kamu katakan coret-coret yang kamu buat tadi. Coba bisa jelaskan ke Ibu lebih jauh lagi?
Iya Bu, saya suka gambar-gambar yang memudahkan saya untuk mengingat materi pelajaran dengan mudah.
Apa yang kamu maksud itu mind mapping?
Mind mapping? Apa tuh Bu?
Bila mendengar dari penjelasan kamu tadi, kamu itu suka menghubungkan satu materi dengan materi yang lain dalam bentuk gambar atau diagram. Nah, contohnya seperti ini.
Oh iya Bu, saya suka coret-coret seperti ini.
Nah, apa dengan cara ini dapat membantu kamu untuk memahami pelajarannya Pak Simon?
Iya Bu, dengan menggunakan ini saya lebih memahami pelajaran Pak Simon.
Nah, dari diskusi kita ini, apakah kamu bisa menceritakan kembali apa yang akan kamu lakukan berikutnya?
Iya Bu, saya akan menghubungi Pak Simon dan membuat janji untuk konsultasi. Tapi saya juga akan mencoba mengulang pelajaran Pak Simon di rumah dengan menggunakan metode mind mapping yang Ibu tunjukkan tadi.
Bagus, Ibu suka dengan apa yang kamu capai dari diskusi kita hari ini. Lalu, komitmen apa yang akan kamu lakukan untuk menjalankan rencana kamu ini?
Hari ini Bu, saya akan menemui Pak Simon setelah pulang sekolah dan membuat janji untuk pertemuan berikutnya.
Siapa yang dapat membantu kamu untuk menjalankan komitmen kamu?
Saya mau minta Indro Bu untuk mengingatkan saya tentang komitmen saya dan membantu saya mereview pelajaran Pak Simon sebelum saya membuat mind map. Indro pinter Bu.
Nah, ini ide yang baik sekali. Kamu pasti bisa.
Terima kasih Bu.
Oke. So, Bapak Ibu, sudah lebih terbayang prosesnya tentang coaching? What do you think about the video, Bapak Ibu, about the coaching process that is done by that teacher in the video? Does it give you a better understanding about what a coach does in coaching session? Yeah? Okay, I can see some of you are nodding your head. All right. So, Bapak Ibu, that is an illustration, yeah, of one coaching session that is solving a problem. But coaching is not always solving problem, Bapak Ibu. Yeah, a student can come to teachers and just talk about, let's say, they want to run to be the candidate of student council at school, for example. Yeah, and then the students had a coaching session with the teacher, so that they can brainstorm some ideas of what to do, and then some challenges or some of the students' strengths that they can use, yeah, for running as a student council president candidate. So coaching is not always about problem. It's not always finding a solution. Sometimes it can just a change in perspective, a change in how we see things, or a better feeling about something, a more confidence on doing something, right? So that's just an example of coaching for solving problem. Now, Bapak Ibu, our webinar tonight is talking about coaching in education. I have to relate the concept of coaching with the philosophy of education brought by Bapak Pendidikan kita, ya, Bapak Ki Hajar Dewantara. So as we know that coaching is one of the approaches, yeah, to empower. So the key word here is empower, yeah, memberdayakan students in developing their fullest potential. And teachers, yeah, if Pak Ki Hajar mentioned the role of teachers as among, actually, yeah. So as among, teachers can guide students by giving reflective and effective questions. Bapak Ki Hajar Dewantara also very famous for these sentences. Ing ngarso sung tulodo, ing madyo mangun karso tuturi handayani. So the coaching, a teacher as coach, the idea is really in line, Bapak Ibu, with the words from Bapak Ki Hajar Dewantara. Ing ngarso sung tulodo here means di depan memberikan teladan. Ing madyo mangun karso means di tengah memberi semangat. Yeah, and tuturi handayani means di belakang memberikan dorongan. As a coach, we do this, yeah, especially in Madyo Mangun Karso, where as coach we are equal, we are doing partnership. Yeah, that's why we develop the motivation of the students, and also we give them support. Yeah, we don't always tell them how to do this. We don't always tell them about the suggestion or our advice, but we can challenge them. We can challenge them with their own mind, with their own thinking, because we believe that setiap anak itu merdeka. Yeah, they have their own will, they have their own thinking, they are very creative. So our job as teacher is just stimulate their thinking process with the right question. Yeah, asking question is also not easy, Bapak Ibu. A good coach has to be able to ask the right questions, ask powerful questions. Okay, so what are the powerful questions? Later on, I'll show you. But Pak Safarudin previously asked about what are the skills, what are the competencies to be a good coach. These are the competencies, Bapak Ibu, which is decided, which is designed by ICF, International Coaching Federation. Yeah, there are 8 competencies. The foundation, of course, a coach must demonstrate ethical practice. A coach must follow the ethical conduct as a coach. Yeah, hold the confidentiality. Yeah. A coach cannot share the topic of the coaching with everyone. So in the beginning of the coaching, a coach must say that whatever is said, are discussed during the coaching session is confidential. That's why the coachee will trust the coach. and will share whatever the situation, or whatever the thinking, whatever opinion, whatever feeling that coachee has, right? Embodies a coaching mindset. So when I am doing a coaching, of course, I have to remember that I am a coach. I cannot give just suggestion like mentor. I cannot give, I cannot teach just like teacher or train, yeah, because a coach is not giving suggestion. A coach is asking question, provoking thinking process, right? Co-creating the relationship establishes and maintain agreements in the beginning. As you can see in the video, also there is a goal. Yeah, there are some model of coaching. One of them is GROW model. I will show you later. And in Guru Penggerak, they develop a model called TIRTA. So the T is tujuan. Yeah, that's why in every coaching conversation there will be agreement. There will be a goal. So the conversation is meaningful, Bapak Ibu. The conversation is not talking about here and there. It's not about gossiping, but it's meaningful and focused. That's why there is an agreement in the beginning. Cultivates trust and safety. Yeah, that's really important. Without trust, then a coachee will not share their situation. Maintains presence. Yeah, a coach must be there for the coachee. When I'm doing a coaching, then I cannot, while I'm listening to my coachee talking, I play with my handphone, or I do some other things that will distract my attention. I have to fully present. Yeah, I have to be there, hadir seutuhnya, Bapak Ibu. C, communicating effectively, listens actively, and also evokes awareness. And the D is cultivating learning and growth. And under that point, there is a point on facilitates client growth. There should be a growth, yeah, during the coaching process. So from these 8 competencies for teachers, we try to choose, yeah, the most important competencies that is appropriate and that is closely linked to the role of a teacher. So here I will focus on number 4, 6, and 7. Trust and safety, listen actively, and evokes awareness. Yeah, evoke awareness is really important, Bapak Ibu. At the end of the coaching session, there should be a new awareness. There should be a new way of seeing the situation. Just like what happened to that student. Yeah, she came to the teacher with some confusing situation. She doesn't know whether she doesn't like the subject or the teacher or what is the problem. So after the coaching session, she get a new awareness. Oh, this is not about the teacher. This is not about me. Also being not good enough student, but this is about my learning style. Yeah, there is a difference, yeah, in the approach and her learning style. So there is a new awareness here. So Bapak Ibu, why do I choose those 3 competencies? Because there is one saying that if there are 2 sides to a coin in the skill set of coaching, one would be listening and the other side would be powerful questioning. Yeah, so these 2 are most important, Bapak Ibu, the listening skill and powerful questioning, because coaching is a conversation. Yeah, a conversation which is thought-provoking. So the listening skill is important and the questioning skill is also important. Yeah. Of all the life skills available to us, communication is perhaps the most empowering. We talk about empowering, Bapak Ibu, we talk about pemberdayaan. So communication is a skill that is most empowering. So yeah, Bapak Ibu, I mentioned that there are some competencies that I choose for teachers to be a good coach. The first one is cultivates trust and safety. Ya, Bapak Ibu, trust between student and teachers is really important because when we trust the teacher, when student trust the teacher, then a teacher will be able to create a safe and supportive environment, where students can share their feeling. It's not only during the coaching session that the trust is needed, but also during the day-to-day interaction with students. A student must trust the teacher so that they can be, they can feel safe, in the classroom, at school. Trust and safety also means we respect the whole person. The whole person of the coachee or of the client. We respect their thoughts, we respect their opinion. A coach cannot blame the students, cannot blame the opinion of the coachee, cannot make judgment, but a coach must respect whatever is said by the coachee. A coach also must acknowledge the work of the coachee in the process. So that the coachee feels safe, the coachee feel understood and acknowledged, so that the thinking process is going on. And the next skill is listen actively, Bapak Ibu. In the coaching process, so that the coachee will engage, in the process. The coach must be able to listen actively. The coach must be able to engage in holistic listening. Holistic listening, as I mentioned before, when we are present, when we are there for our coachee. Just like that teacher, when listen to that students talking, the teacher just be there and listen to the students, not while doing something else. Okay, because the coach needs to reflect back to ensure understanding. Before in that video, you also listen, you also aware that teacher sometimes clarifying, oh jadi gini ya maksud kamu ya, or paraphrasing, or emphasizing. We cannot do that without us listen fully to the coachee. It is also important to have integrated understanding of the coachee to support communication. Sometimes the gesture, the intonation, the facial expression is representing the feeling also of the coachee. So when we are there, we look at the person's face, and then we can have that integrated understanding of the coachee to support the communication. So this is more on listen actively. So we need to show nonverbal. Sometimes the coaches show nonverbal response, of course, and provide verbal response, ask questions for better understanding. Bapak Ibu, so you clarify, repeat key issues. It's important to get the keyword, Bapak Ibu. When we listen to the coachee, get the keyword, cari kata kuncinya. State conclusion, oh jadi tadi yang kamu bilang seperti ini ya, betul nggak gitu ya. So state conclusion, attentive eye contact, Bapak Ibu, understand others feeling, empathy, pay attention to others expression, pay attention to others body language, and also mirroring. This is some pointers for the skill of a coach, to listen actively. This is another way to do it. Also appreciate by showing that you're listening. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Really? Okay. That's appreciate. The first one is rasa, receive. So we receive the message, pay attention to the person, we appreciate, and as here, summarize, summarize the main idea. It sounds like, in other words, what you are saying is, so in a nutshell, sounds like what you're saying is, so that's how we summarize. And the last A is ask questions to clarify and offer encouragement. What do you mean by this? And then what else? Just like the fox and the owl, the owl also asks like, okay, what else? What are you doing? So what happened next? Yeah, asking questions. Listen actively. This is the techniques, Bapak Ibu. We can encourage, we can clarify, we can paraphrase, we can reflect, we can summarize, and we can also affirming. Yeah, and here some concept, yeah, of listen actively. This is a Chinese character, Bapak Ibu, to represent listen. When we listen, we need our ears to hear, we need our eyes to see, we need undivided attention to focus, we also need our heart to feel, and we also need our mind to think. The next one is evoke awareness. We ask questions to elicit new insights. We share observation to support new learning. We also support the client in reflection and reframing. So when we do these three, we ask questions, we share observation, we support the client in reflection, then hopefully there will be a new awareness coming. Just like that student, there is an aha moment at the end. Oh, ternyata saya tuh begini. Yeah, so that's can happen because the coach is there. Yeah, ask questions, share observation, or support the client in reflection and reframing. Yeah, these are the basic principles, Bapak Ibu, of effective questioning. Ya, jadi nanyanya nggak cuma asal nanya ya, tapi powerful question, effective question. Ya, a good coach will ask question to find out what the coachee wants. Baik, tujuannya tadi apa? A coach will also ask question to find out what needs to happen for him to get there, to get to the goal. Ya, if problem or barriers or blocks are identified, ask question to find out what needs to happen to overcome them. Ya, jadi di situ nanti ada pertanyaan-pertanyaannya banyak, Bapak Ibu. There's so many examples of powerful question. You can find it in the internet. Ya, a sample of powerful question in coaching. Ya, okay. But in short, effective questioning is the question should not be too long, Bapak Ibu, because if it's long question, it will be confusing. So just ask a short and precise question, clear, focus, relevant, open, not closed. Give space also for the coachee to think. Yeah, don't rush, Bapak Ibu, because the question is thought-provoking. So the coachee needs time to think. Ya, jangan diburu-buru, ayo cepetan jawab gitu ya. It's not like that. So it should also be neutral. It should not be leading question. Ya, it should be detached. Ya, neutral, not related with our own experience, and clean. Okay. So this is one model, Bapak Ibu. The Tirta is one model in Guru Penggerak, but the most famous one is GROW model. So in the coaching session, usually we start with the goal. So what do you want to achieve from this coaching session? And reality, for example, okay, let's say my goal, I want to be able to start reading books again, because I don't know, lately I don't really read. I really want to read more books, for example. So I want to read books again, for example, yeah. And then the reality, the coach can ask, so now what's your situation? How many books do you read? How is your reading habit now? What have you done to improve your reading habit? Yeah, checking the reality. And then options is asking about what do you think you can do? And then will or way forward or wrap up or willpower. People use different term for the W. Is like, what are you going to do? What is your action? What is your commitment? Yeah, in Tirta, they use tanggung jawab, yeah, in there. So basically, Tirta is also developed based on GROW model. So this is the model or the steps that a coach can use in a coaching session. What is the goal, reality, option, and will or action? Yeah, for example, in goal, we can ask like, what do you want? Reality, what is happening now? Option, what could you do? And will, what will you do? Okay. So this is the last one to answer Pak Safarudin question. What are the challenges of being a coach? To be a coach, we have to be neutral, Bapak Ibu. We cannot be judgmental. We cannot make assumption. We cannot relate to our own experience or making association. Yeah. In a coaching session, the one who talk more should be the coachee, not the coach. Yeah. A coach is just asking questions and the coachee is the one who explain. The coachee is the one who talk more. If you see in a coaching session, the coach is talking more, then that's not a good coaching session. Bapak Ibu, I can tell you that. Yeah. Because a coach just need to ask question, a short one, a clean one, a clear one, a focused one. And the coachee is doing the thinking. The coachee is doing the analysis. The coachee is doing the reflection. So the challenge is we cannot be judgmental, Bapak Ibu. Kita nggak bisa bilang, oh saya tahu pasti masalahnya ini, pasti jawabannya ini. Oke, biar cepat deh saya kasih tahu aja. You're not being a coach, Bapak Ibu. You're becoming a mentor if you do it like that. Yeah. So being a coach, we have to control ourselves. We have to control ourselves for not giving suggestion, for not giving advice. We have to be neutral. Yeah, we do not make assumption. So those are the challenges. Yeah. And then, for example, Bapak Ibu, this is some example. This is my last one. The non-coaching session for a teacher. Yeah, let's say having a student who always come late in the morning. Then if a teacher is not being a coach, then the teacher just say like, why do you often come late to school? Like accusing, like blaming. Yeah, if people ask us with the word why, that's the feeling that we have. But a coach will be asking question like, what do you need to do tomorrow so that you can come to school on time? Okay, so it's more constructive. For non-coaching question, why can't you focus during the lesson? For a coaching session, a coaching question, what can you do to help you focus during the lesson? Or what make you not focus during the lesson? Yeah, for the last one, for a non-coaching session, how do you overcome boredom during online learning? You get bored, yeah? How to overcome that? And if it's a coaching session, then the teacher will ask, tell me about the moment when you feel excited. What did you do at that time? Yeah, maybe you can implement that strategy again this time when you feel bored. All right. So that's my presentation, Bapak Ibu, on the coaching skill. Hopefully it's giving you more insights, more information about coaching and the skills of coaching for teachers. Of course, coaching is not the best method, Bapak Ibu. Yeah, all of the approaches that I mentioned previously are good. It's depending on the context. It's depending on the need. Yeah, if a student is anxious, then you cannot coach the student, right? If a student need to learn something from you, let's say a student is preparing to join public speaking or a speech contest, and you are an English teacher who can teach or can be the mentor for the student. I mean, coaching is maybe not the right approach for that situation. But if you want to have a coaching session to build the motivation to make the student feel more confident, then you can. Yeah, but on the hard skill, on the skill of doing the public speaking, use the mentoring. So coaching is not like the best method for every situation. It's based on it, but it is a new way of empowering the students, yeah, so that we are not always doing the telling, we are not always doing the problem solving, but we can stimulate the thinking process and let the students find their own new way of seeing things or solving their own problem. All right, I think that's the end of my presentation, Ibu Yanti, and I can see Pak Safarudin is raising hand already.
Okay, but if you can please give a big applause for Miss Andri Nur Cahyani for a very insightful thought that we have already learned just now. I do believe that what we listen and observe from her explanation will be useful for us to support our role as a lecturer or as a teacher or whatever the role that we have. So is it to ask another question, please?
Yes.
Bapak, you may turn on your, yeah, all right.
Can I give my question?
Yeah, please do, Bapak.
Okay, can my voice be listened clearly?
Yes, Pak.
Yes,
okay,
it is so
thank you.
clear, Pak.
Okay, I had written my question in chat box for the first. My question: can a teacher be a coach to other teachers?
Yes.
And then, which one is harder? Which one is harder or more difficult? Be a coach for students or be a coach for other teachers? And the next question. Next questions. I have what I say. I can conclude it from the speaker statement, speaker explanation, that a coach will let the participant or coachee to find out their solution for their problems, right?
Yes.
So, how if the coachee or the participant do not find out the solution? Can coach show the answer or the solution directly? And then last question, still related to this topic. What are the standardization or the proof that a coach get success in his action?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. The last our presentation, I will give a pantun for this topic. Thank you.
What is the pantun, Pak? Or later? You will give the pantun later or now, Pak?
Yeah, now it's okay.
Okay.
I want to conclude.
What we say cakep in English.
Okay, yes.
Great.
Pantun now what we call as a heritage. Yeah, our heritage. UNESCO has stated that pantun is our heritage. Heritage to what we call to how to say lestarikan. I forget to develop or to contribute something like that. Okay. Now listen for my pantun.
Okay, Pak.
Yeah. Go to the beach in summer.
Let's go.
Why don't you say cakep?
Okay. Let's say cakep then.
Go to the beach in summer.
Cakep.
Go with family and parents.
Cakep.
Let's not be only a teacher. Be a coach for our students.
Cakep.
Cakep, mantul. Saya give applause Ibu Bapak.
Thank you, Pak
Second the last.
Yes. Okay.
Save our money to Prudential. You will get benefit in living. Coach student gaining their potential. They will be happy in learning. Thank you.
Cakep.
Thank you
so much. Thank you, Pak Safarudin.
Okay.
All right.
Now,
can I answer the question, Ibu?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So your question, the first one was, can a teacher be a coach to other teachers? Yes. A big yes for this, Pak. I was teaching coaching skill for pengawas in Sekolah Penggerak. Yeah. So pengawas who usually do mentoring, yeah, consulting, they need to, they can also use different hat as coach, yeah. And of course, teacher can coach other teacher can, in my school, we have some coaches already. So we do coaches, we do coaching session for different teacher for our colleague, yeah. And a principal do coaching for the teacher. So anyone can do coaching as long as the person has the skills, yeah, has the competencies. Okay. Which one is harder or more difficult? Be a coach for students or be a coach for other things? I don't think there is an exact answer for this, yeah, Pak, because there is so many factors involved. Yeah, I think it's not about the coachee. Sometimes what make it difficult is ourselves also, Pak. Sometimes we really want to give answer. Sometimes we really want to help the coachee in getting the insights by telling them. Yeah, so the challenge is not on the coachee, I think, Pak. As long as we have the skills, it should be equal, yeah, whoever the coachee are. Because sometimes in the company, like the video I saw you in the beginning, he is a CEO, but the coach might not know about technology, about Google, but the coach has the skill to ask thought-provoking questions. Ya, jadi nanyanya ini yang memang harus jago gitu ya, nanya itu susah loh Pak. Ya, in my experience when I do the coaching, sometimes aduh nanya apa lagi ya gitu ya. So the challenge is not on the coachee. I think it's more to ourselves, how to master the skill to be a teacher, to be a coach. All right. Next is what is the next question, Bu Yanti? Which one?
I guess Pak Safarudin also got the questions, different questions.
What are the standardization, the proof that coach gets success in his or her action? Yeah, I think we need to go back to the definition, yeah, Pak. Here, I can show you the definition that coaching is partnering with client in a thought-provoking and creative process that inspire them to maximize their personal and professional potential. Yeah. So as long as after the coaching session, there is some new awareness, there's some new insights. Yeah, they can maximize their personal and professional potential. I think that's a good coaching session. Yeah. Okay. What else? What are the other questions? Is there any other question that I missed?
I think that's enough, Miss. We're going to move on to Pak Solahuddin. Pak Solahuddin, yes. You may address the question, but don't forget, Ibu Bapak, make it simple, make it short, and make it brief, because the time is so limited. We still have 20 minutes left. Please, Pak Solahuddin.
Thank you, Miss Sri Sriyanti. I want to ask, when we should to stop coaching and switch to another approach?
Oh, yeah.
There must be an agreement between coach and coach, right?
Yeah. I think there's a question also on that.
Don't want the program and I feel good and I don't want to do anything else. So when we have to stop the coaching, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Pak, for the question. It reminds me to Pak Safarudin question also. Pak Safarudin, I think he also asked about how if the coachee cannot find the solution, to the problem. I think it's similar. Yeah. Bapak Ibu, we can combine the approaches. Yeah. In reality, sometimes we combine coaching and mentoring. Yeah. Sometimes we combine coaching and consulting, but when a client or a coachee, yeah, in a formal coaching session are aware that this is a coaching session. Usually in the beginning of the coaching session, a coach will mention that this is a coaching session, so I will be asking you questions. So I will not give you advice. So there is an agreement, awareness that it's a coaching session, right? But if the coachee didn't really know the answer and asked for some suggestion, then a coach can do that. But a coach should tell the coachee that, okay, may I give you my suggestion? Do you mind? Do you object if I share you my experience? Yeah. So if that is informed previously, that is okay. Then at that time, at that very moment, the coach is changing the head of a coach to be a mentor, or for a coach to be a consultant. Yeah, but then that's agreed by both parties. Yeah. For students, of course, in schools, the situation is very dynamic. Yeah, sometimes students they don't know of their situation. They don't have any idea. It's okay for teachers to switch the role to be a mentor, but just combine it. Yeah, don't be the mentor all the time, so that the student lose the chance to be empowered. Okay. When we should stop coaching, the situation is very dynamic, yeah, but I think if you do the coaching is like a skill to drive a car, Bapak. If you drive a car, you should know how the process. In the beginning, you are not familiar with the machine, you feel anxious, you don't enjoy the process, but when you are doing it more frequently, yeah, you're getting more familiar, then you will enjoy the process. You will not really think about all the procedure. Yeah, if you do the coaching for the first, second, maybe like less than 50 hours of coaching session, maybe you still think about like, okay, what question I should ask? Okay, I should remember this. Oh my God, it's so difficult. I cannot focus to listen. There's so many situations like that. But as you have more coaching sessions, coaching hours, you are more comfortable with yourself in asking questions. Then you will know, like, okay, this is the time when I think my client is not really capable of finding the solution. Then I think this time I should switch to mentoring or consulting, and you can offer that. Like, is it okay if I share my experience? Is it okay if I give you my thoughts on this? So then the client or the coachee are willing to listen to what you're going to share. All right, Pak Salahuddin, hopefully it's answering your question. Yes.
Okay, thank you for the question and also for the explanation that you have already given, Miss Andri.
Yeah.
And we still have 10 minutes, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, Kang Dudung or Pak Dudung. Pak Dudung would like to ask a question, please.
Thank you very much. It is very interesting topic at this night, but I have some question for the speakers, because as we are the English teacher or the coach in front of the class, it is not easy. This is the method, this is the approach we convey to all the students. But I have the question. The question is how to build the student focus. We know that the student focus always 20 or 30 minutes. After that I believe that the situation on the class, it is very dynamic. All the students always say something to the others. So their focus is always, is it like blur and the others? So I would like to know about for the speaker how to build the student focus in order to they can get what we said to the student. Thank you.
Okay, so this is, I think, related to class management ya, Pak ya? Is it more to class management, Pak? Not really about coaching?
Yeah, Pak Dudung, you may add the explanation toward your question that you have already addressed just now. Pak Dudung, is it about the classroom management or about the coaching that you would probably think that it will be difficult to be applied in your own classroom?
I think the class management and coach, I think that the same, right? When we say something in front of the student, that student will get what are we saying, and then you know that not really to understand. We say something to all the student. Sometimes that the student is not confident in their performance. When I say something to the student, then the student come in front of the class to say something. What I say, the student always is like not confident. So I would like to ask to the speaker, is it like the student focus? Because when we say something, always the student is not focused in our subject. Sometimes they are rely on the other teacher or the smart teacher. I think like that.
Okay. All right. I'll try to answer ya, Pak Dudung. There are two ways to see the coaching situation ya, Pak. There is also one terminology of coaching mindset. Okay. So the coaching model that I shared with you, the GROW model, the TIRTA, that is for a formal coaching. Like you follow the steps from making the goal and then option, yeah, and then before option reality, yeah, GROW, GR, reality, option, and then way forward. But as a coach, we have to have a coaching mindset, yeah, that is implemented, that is applied in our day-to-day interaction with students. So if we have a coaching mindset, then the way we interact with students will be different. We are not becoming a teacher who is sok tahu, yeah, who feels like we know everything. But we will more asking questions to the students. We will stimulate their thinking. We are not like telling or instructing them a lot, but we also empower them. Yeah, if we have that coaching mindset in our mind, yeah, then it will be reflected on how we present ourselves in day-to-day interaction with students. So coaching skill, it's not that you only use it during a formal coaching session, one-on-one coaching session like the one that I show you in the video, but you can use that active listening, you can use the questioning technique, you can use that competency to build trust with the students in your day-to-day interaction with students. All right, so it should be built into your personality as a coach. When I become a coach, then when I meet my friends or parents coming to school, yeah, for example, they complain about something, then I can just give them some coaching question, yeah, which make them think before they ask question or they ask for something. All right, so if we talk about students, confidence, yeah, Pak Dudung mentioned about student confidence, why the students are waiting for teachers, yeah, to answer the questions, they don't really try. I think it has something to do with the classroom atmosphere, the classroom environment that you need to set up from the beginning. Yeah. Usually in the beginning of the school year, there will be a school values that everyone will agree on. And then it becomes the values that is the reference of the day-to-day interaction. Let's say like in my school, we have 7 school values. Yeah. Discipline, resilience, empathy, self-awareness, integrity, yeah, and those school values. So refer to that school values. If there are some students like they don't want to try, okay, we have a value of, let's say, resilience in our school, when everyone should be a risk taker, everyone should try their best. So if you're doing like this, are you becoming the person you want to be? Are you implementing the school values? So we can relate the students' behavior with the school values, Pak Dudung. I'm sure your school have the school values. Every institution usually have some values that we can refer to for our day-to-day interaction. Hope it answer your question, yeah, Pak Dudung. All right, Bu Yanti, how is it? It's 3 minutes more, I think. One more question maybe, ya. Pak Opin already raised your hand, ya, Pak Opin. Maybe host, you can.
Sorry, Ibu.
Open Pak Opin's mic. Yeah, you cannot unmute yourself, Pak. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the host. I just have a short question. So, and I hope that your answer will make us to differentiate either it is mentoring or coaching.
Mm-hmm.
So my first question is, coaching is always one-on-one, or it can be in group? That's my first question. And the second question is, to have a coaching moment, coaching session, the initiative will comes from the coachee or the coach itself. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Pak. Coaching can be in group, Pak. Yeah, it's not always one-on-one, but yeah, it's more common to have one-on-one coaching. But you can do it as a group. The next question is, what is it, Pak? Coaching.
My question is the initiative.
Oh, the initiative. Yeah. Okay, sorry. The initiative in a professional coaching setting, like in company or in a paid one, yeah, for a professional coach. Usually, because let's say I'm a coach and then you want to be coached by me and I'm a professional one, so you have to pay my service. Then the request will come from you because you need it, yeah, and you're going to pay for the service, the coaching fee, yeah, it's coming from you. In a company where the coach is paid by the company, yeah, and maybe the company will identify, oh, here are some people that need to be coached, right? So then it can come as an assignment, like, okay, this is like a program from the company to help the employer to grow. Then you will be coached by our company coach, yeah. But ideally, to make the coaching process effective and reach the highest result, yeah, it should come from the coachee, yeah, because when the coachee feel like they need a coaching session, then the coachee will come with all of his or her heart, yeah, highly motivated. It will be different if it is instructed by someone else, right? But at school, Pak, you can initiate the coaching. If you, let's say you see like in the video, yeah, the teacher saw the student looks unhappy, looks confused, then the teacher can invite the student like, come, let's have a talk. Ayo kita ngobrol-ngobrol. Kayaknya ibu ngelihat kamu kok kayak bingung ya gitu. Ada yang bisa ibu bantu nggak? Gitu. So it can come both ways, Pak. But the best one is when initiated by the coachee, because the coachee feel the need, yeah, of getting a coaching session. But it can come both ways. At schools, yeah, when students, they don't know coaching, what is coaching, so it's okay coming from the teacher. Teacher can approach the students and have the conversation. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Thank you for the question and also for the explanation, Miss Andri.
Yes.
And we still have 2 minutes for the last question. That if there is any question that you would like to address, Ibu Bapak, please do. If we don't have any more question, we can end up our meeting or our sharing session with Miss Andri Nur Cahyani. But before that, I would like to invite you to give our big applause for our keynote speaker tonight. That was very thoughtful and inspiring, Miss Andri. And we do believe that all of us have already learned something from your explanation. And we hope that what you have already shared, we can use in our own classroom and to be our new insight for a better future for our quality, for the educational system in Indonesia. So I can conclude that from the explanation which has already been given, I thought that when a teacher does a coaching activity, it means that the teacher also deal with the long-term memory which the teacher should create for the students, and it will also deal with the ability of the teacher to develop their students' soft skill in the future, to prepare them to compete and to be a better person. So last but not least, before we end up this activity tonight, I want you to open up your video, and we would like to have a photo session. Ibu Bapak, is it okay for you to open up your video? We're going to have a family picture tonight. Yeah. Okay, Ibu Bapak, please open up your camera and we can know your latest condition, yeah, before you go to bed tonight. Okay, thank you. So we would like to invite Pak Solahuddin to take a picture. Yeah, the first one, the first slide in 3, 2, 1. All right, and then the second slide, we would like to proceed to the second slide, please. All right, the second slide. Ibu Bapak, would you please open up your camera, your video? Okay. Ready, everyone? Yeah, the people are the same, I guess, for the second slide. That's okay. In 3, 2, 1. All right. Popin is in a good mood, yeah, to take some pose. Well, Ibu Bapak, thank you so much for joining our webinar tonight. And we do hope that we can meet again with Miss Andri Nur Cahyani with another topic, which is I'm sure that it will be an interesting topic that we would like to discuss again in the next opportunity.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Tonight, yeah. And we do hope that we can also be a coach someday. And even in our class, we're still learning how to deal with or how to apply the coaching system in our classroom. I think that someday we can be a professional one and being paid and get some payment, yeah, for what we have done as a coach. Well, thank you so much, Ibu Bapak. And oh yeah, someone says that they're waiting for the Bahasa Indonesian version, Ibu, for the coaching print. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I guess Ibu, yeah, the committee they can also arrange the meeting, yeah, the webinar, another webinar to be delivered in Bahasa. Well, Ibu, Bapak, thank you so much for attending this webinar. Once again, I tell you this, I state this time. And thank you, Ms. Andri. Would you like to say something, ma'am, as a closing statement?
Yeah, Bapak Ibu, thank you so much for our discussion this evening. This is very meaningful. I feel so so glad to be able to share. Hopefully, what I had shared is useful for you, yeah, to improve your quality as teachers, so that we can empower our students to be the best version of themselves. I'm sorry if there are some of my sentences that is not really nice. I'm not intended to do so. I'm just hoping that everyone is learning something and get a nice rest this evening, Bapak Ibu. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Miss. All right, Ibu Bapak, we have already learned about the listening section also just now. For the whole season, Miss Andri delivered the material in English, and it will be beneficial for you, Ibu Bapak, if you would like to pursue your next education by doing IELTS preparation, because listening is also a hardest part, yeah, for listening section. Sure. Okay, thank you, Ibu Bapak. See you again.
Thank you, Bapak Ibu.
Bye.
Bye, Bu Ari.
Is there any announcement, Miss Ari? Bu Ari?
Yeah, go back to Bu Ari, please, Bu Ari.
Ada pengumuman nggak, Bu Ari? Cukup.
Cukup. Minggu depan materinya tentang helikopter
parenting.
Ya, parenting kaitannya dengan ini apply discussion hari ini. Ya, mungkin praktek bagaimana untuk menjadi konsultan, ya, mungkin dalam pertemuan juga. Baik, terima kasih Ibu Andri, terima kasih Ibu Yuli.
Sama-sama.
Dan ini saya kebetulan double acara, jadi mohon maaf.
It's okay,
Sama-sama, Miss Ari. Terima
Boleh
kasih.
ditutup acara malam hari ini dengan doa, ya. Boleh, bersilahkan Pak.
Kembali lagi ke
Ya, okay. Thank you for the presentation, Miss Ari. Hopefully it will be useful and we can practice in our community. And let's close the meeting tonight by saying Alhamdulillah and see you next week.